Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you guys are having a very wonderful moment. This is your standpoint one more time, and we are very delighted as usual, and I'm pleased to be with my co-host Kelly. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, Patrick.
Oh, you're welcome.
You too. I hope everything's going
good,
well?
good. Yeah,
Great.
yeah. And we are very privileged and honored to have a guest here today, and I would like to welcome him to the studio. This is VNP Studio, and I hope you are enjoying this moment.
Thank you so much. I'm enjoying this moment, and thank you for welcoming me here, and for the invitation you gave me to come to participate in this special program.
All right, the pleasure is ours, and I would like you to introduce yourself to our viewers.
My name is Hussein Butoyi. I'm a Burundian living abroad in Belgium. And now I'm in Burundi for holidays with my family.
Wow, awesome, amazing. And you guys, before I go straight to the point, let me tell you that here we are witnessing in Africa so many young people trying to go abroad. And we are lucky today we have somebody living abroad as a Burundian. So we have thousands and thousands of Africans crossing, the Mediterranean Sea, and some of them are even dying there. And the statistics show that from 2022, more than 20,000 Burundians passed through Serbia to go in some other places, Europe, like Italy, Belgium, Germany, so many countries over there. And then some people are wondering whether grass is green on the other side of the fence. Is grass green on the other side of the fence? That we'll be talking about today. All right, Kelly, what do you think about the topic? Let me start, because they do say ladies first. You can, tell us the perception of that saying. What do you think about that?
Well, I've never been there.
I've been to Rwanda or any other country outside Burundi.
Outside Burundi. Outside Burundi.
Right.
We're talking about Western countries, Europe, America, especially Canada, our favorite.
All right. Some people call it a promised land.
Promised land. And I think that's my opinion. Maybe the grass is greener on the other fence. This is my opinion. I don't know. I've never been there. I can't say something I've never experienced. But our guest is going to tell us if what we say or what we think is reality, or maybe it's just an illusion. It's a mirage.
Yeah, but normally the topic is important and interesting topic, but at the same time it's a sensitive issue, sensitive topic. Because when you talk about the grass, if they are greener on the other side of the fence or on the other side, it has a lot of side. I mean, it depends upon where you stand. If you talk about opportunities, it's true that abroad in Western countries, especially for young people, there are more opportunities than if you talk about in Burundi, and this is thanks to maybe the way labor, young people, how labor is being exploited over there than here, and also about the mindset of people too, mindset, because about what kind of job or what kind of things that somebody can do, because there are kind of jobs that people here will be I cannot go work in the restaurant, but you are on the other side of the fence, you say, I can do this. Also they look about the value of the money that they get, also the way they are treated over there when you work in the restaurant, all these kind of things. So it has a lot of side. So for people who also there are many young guys who are in Africa, especially also in Burundi, who are doing kind of business entrepreneurs. For them also, they can say that the grasses are greener here than on the other side. As I said, it depends upon where you stand and what is your perceptions and your perspective of life. It's all about what you project.
As you're saying, grasses are greener where you water it. And you saying, I will bounce from what you're saying just, at the end of your intervention, you saying where there are so many challenges, where there are so many setbacks, obstacles or problems, that's where you can even find opportunities. And we see like mostly in Africa, there are so many challenges for young people, so many problems. Then we have so many opportunities. Why are you saying we have like so many opportunities over there? And Kelly, what do you think? You're saying grasses are greener on the other side of the fence, whereas here, you know, we have so many opportunities. Or grass is greener where you water it. Why do you aspire to go to Canada?
You say Canada is your promised land.
No, it's not my promised land.
Okay.
People usually say that it's a land of opportunities like America. You know the American dream?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the American dream is, I don't know how to call it. It's like when you go to America, you have succeeded in life. That's the key of success.
And without interrupting you, that's what we see, or that's what you see when you are standing on the other side of the fence. But when you are there, it's through the opportunities. If you work hard, that always say American dream, but there are those who failed American dream, and you know the excuse that they didn't work hard. But everyone can work hard if they have opportunities, right? But why you have some people who fail in America where you have this American dream? Like when they think about a project, they already see the obstacles, and then they just
But there are
give up.
so many obstacles in this country. Even when you want to create your own business, let me tell you, you will go through obstacles, and you will never get the money you want. Suppose someone who has studied and who has a master's degree, and you go to ask for a job in the government, and you can't even get 1 million Burundian francs. But you have invested a lot of money in your studies, and it's not paying back. So
I understand your point. I remember something about it. That's the issue, because you say something, you studied, you have PhD or masters or whatever, and then you go to ask a job to the government, and you're not paid even 1 million. That's where the question is normally. That's where the education that we have got in Burundi we studied expecting that we'll get a job somewhere. It's not about getting a job from the government. You can create your own jobs. I will come up with this. I remember at Isanam, you know, I used to work, whenever I come here for holidays, and not only holidays, also I have some projects I'm doing here. Sometimes I follow up things. Sometimes it happens that I work until late at night, and I've been in one of my office. And I saw this guy really like having syllabus, reading at night with like a torch of the phone. I was like, you are going to burn your eyes. Why can't you look for like a proper place to study? He told me, no, I'm guarding here. I'm like this night guarder. And I said, so you study also? He told me, I'm in a second year law at the Burundi University. I was shocked a bit. At least it's an opportunity. He's getting money from what he's doing, but look at the conditions he's studying. He told me he has an exam the next day. So I was like feeling pity. I said, courage, continue, it's nice. I left. After a year, I found him again in that situation. The other year, I found him selling limited like a credit. Asked him, did you give up school? He told me, no, I finished. I'm graduated at Burundi University in law. And I say, so you have your degree under your mattress and you're doing this? He said, yes. I say, but this is not relatable. Like what you studied is different from what you're doing now. He say, yeah, you know, couldn't get a job in the government. And I say, that's the point.
However, sometimes we like seeing that there's this kind of nepotism in a country. Right. Sometimes when you don't have any relatives in a given company, you never get the chance to be hired. So it's really hard. And I'll get back to the other, idea of Kelly saying that like the American dream. But I guess there is the image that they are portraying themselves. It's all about the culture, what they are showing us. But I wonder, once you're there, all the money that you even can make, because as you're saying, they are doing some, funny, let me call them funny jobs. Not funny because they make money, but all the money that they get, how are they using them? Are they able to save and invest at the end of the day? That's the question maybe I can put to you now. So as Kelly gets,
the idea of deciding to go or to stay.
Yeah, sure.
But it's hard to convince. These are not convince. So sometimes I talk with my friends here. Said, look, guys, yeah, I know you all want to go abroad to look for life, but it depends upon how you go. First of all, because also having documents that allow you to get that money is something else. And I said, and they tell me, but you, why you don't come back? Why do you stay there? You say it because you have been there. Let us also go and see and decide to come back. So it will be hard for me like to convince her about this, but I'm not trying to convince you. But it's good to go somewhere you know that you lower down your expectations, because people expect a lot. When they arrive there, they're depressed. So that's it's bad. So coming back to your question, it's true they work, but really life abroad is not that easy. You can get that money if you convert them into Burundian francs. You will never get your salary when you live in Burundi. You can have even until like 6 million at the end of the month, Burundian money. But there, when you consume there, you pay your bills, you pay your gas, you pay, I don't know, your parking or whatever, if you have a car. At the end of the month, you find that you don't have enough, some money that you can invest. It depends, huh? I'm generalizing, but there are cases, people are having good jobs, they can really save and then buy properties here, build a house. You see these people, and sometimes people here, they look at that, they say, the grasses are not only green there, but they have also flowers. So they want to go. But they forget that the majority of people who are really also suffering, they can live, they can eat, they can wear, and they can pay the house, but it's hard for them to invest, to come here for holidays.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I'll try to get back again to the etymology, I mean the origin of the expression, like where the grass is green on the other side of the fence. Normally, like it's all about like not liking what you have. It's all about envy, sometimes even jealousy. You see what is happening there, you envy something over there. So don't you think that here we have a lot of resources, a lot of potential that we have here in Burundi? I'm talking about Burundi or in Africa. But limit ourselves in Burundi because you're Burundians.
In Africa, yes. But particularly in Burundi.
Yeah, particularly Burundi.
We don't have resources.
We don't you think we have really so much richnesses that we can exploit and get to another degree, another to be another level. So as we stay here and also welcome other people. So, there's even a company here called Visit Burundi. We have a lot to show here. So don't you think we can stay here and build here and then let people, come here and try even to be like, as we say, the US, they portray the image through the industry, like through the movies, like, and they try to show us that life is beautiful over there. What can't we make that here? Like, I know we are still so far, we are still a developing country, but don't you think there is a solution, like that we can stay here, that grasses can be green here?
That can water. We have Tanganyika is big. We have water, it's even overflowing, so we have enough water.
Well, listen, Patrick. I didn't say that grass is not green here in Burundi. But we have a big problem in this country. Let me tell you. When you study, while studying, when we decide to study something, you are passionate with that. I studied law, and I was really passionate.
You're a journalist now, okay.
I'm a journalist now.
Yeah, come on.
You are passionate. You think that I will study, I will be the best I can be. Then, after finishing my academic studies, I will get a great job. And then what happened? You finish, you sit at home during 6 months, and you start by thinking, why did I study? Why? I should have started a little business when I have finished my secondary school. Why have I lost 5 years studying without getting a job? Then, Patrick, I'm a woman, I'm saying that, and if a young man who wants to get married, to have life, is thinking like that. And you are telling him this country is full of opportunities, while he can't even get 100 to buy a phone credit. There are no opportunities because of political problem and instability for almost 20 years in this country. You can develop a country which doesn't have security. Yeah. The main problem we have here is stability, security, political issues. Every
crises that are coming again and again.
Yeah.
Well, like some people will tell you that we see that because we are here, because we know the details, and we don't know the details in the other countries. I mean, Europe, America, there are some other issues that we don't know. So we'll have the chance here today to have somebody who's dwelling there, who's living on that other side of the fence, maybe can tell us maybe some details why that place can be also dangerous. I know maybe because here we are saying like Burundi is the poorest country because
stability.
The stability or like talking about like
every 5 years.
Yeah, of course, and the money people are able to get maybe per month, like or per year, like saying it's under $50. For you see, I don't know the national,
the GP or something.
Yeah, the GDP. You see, and then people, are, willing to move, like they're saying, and some people like we hear most even president saying, why do you, take into account that we know here we have beans, we have rice, we can get food easily. So why do you have to measure that? Do you think that the barometer is a dollar? We don't even need dollar here. So what do you think about that? So like, I want you just to tell us the details about the other reality that we don't know in Europe. I know there are some people are suffering over there. Like, what does it take to have a wonderful life, to have a better life when you live here and you just get the opportunity?
I think there. If you come back a bit on the issue of security and stability, I think you follow news. You see what is happening in France now with demonstrations after the killing of that young guy. Like, if you are there in Paris and you see cars burned and things, you will also say there's no security, because if you are into these riots or if you are like nearby, the actions have been like. So I think the main issue cannot be only like a security or like stability. It's the mindset, because all these countries, the way they also leadership, leadership, and also, as I said, the mindset of people, because there they have already organized things. They can know like every year. Transparency also. If we say security, like we talk about transparency, also like security a bit. Security also is important in development. If you don't have security and stability, there's no development.
Nobody will invest.
No one will invest. They will be afraid of investing. But also it's about also the mindset of people who are there. Like once you understand that where you are, you can also create opportunities. You talk about the problem of nepotism. People don't look anymore about the the ability, skillfulness, but they look at you know this person know you. It's everywhere it happens, but most of the people, like in Western countries, look about capabilities. If you're able to do this, so they trust you, they give you that thing you can do. But here I understand it's really hard about this. But the mindset about the green, it's nice, it's good, really. People they say in Kirundi kanyini. It's good to move, to go to see how on the other side things are organized, how things are done, and then come back and try to implement that, change the mind of others who are still here on the way they can do things. That's the things. I've been in many different offices here providing services. I saw how time management is being dealt. You can spend a whole day looking for just one document that you can get in 20 minutes, but you spend a whole day. You have an appointment with somebody, somebody can cancel the appointment 5 minutes before when you're already waiting for the person to arrive. It means you have already other things that you planned that you just have to do. So this kind of like a mindset what I'm talking about also seeing like, okay, there's this issue, how can I think about a solution? And this solution is an opportunity, you can get money out of it. So this is the mindset. It's part of the education that I've got in at school. We were taught not to question. That was the difference we have with like a British schools, where they're not just repeating what the teacher said, but it's about this, there's like a situation and you need to find a solution. That's how other people think. So if you would have this here, it's a part of the mindset, I'm sure we would have opportunities here more than like thinking of going abroad to find these opportunities.
My question is still unreplied.
Can you remind me? Because
I just want to know what are the details over there. People are facing hardship sometimes. They are really in trouble sometimes, but we never know that. Like,
it depends. Like in many countries, they have these social services. I'm talking about Belgium, especially. You might not have a job, but if you have legal documents, you are not dying because of hunger, because the government will give you money to survive, to pay you rent and to eat. But they will push you to look for a job, except if you are disabled, you cannot work because you have got an accident, you were born disabled, but at least you will survive, you continue having. So those who are facing, as you say, like big issues, are those people who are into illegality. The people who are living in irregular migration. They're just there without documents. And these people are many, especially those who just arrive. They need to have legal documents, like a status, maybe based on refugee, based on like a marriage, family unification, based on like work. There are also labor, visa. You can have visa because you have a job. I will encourage you to do that for if you studied law. Canada is a good reference country. They do that. You can apply for labor. You are here, you do all the paperwork, and then you can go there, you live, they give you a visa, you go there to work. So you live there, you go there, migrate there as a labor, not as like somebody going to ask us.
Can she find her, like a position in the justice field?
It depends upon if she has a bachelor, she doesn't have any specialty. You have masters in something. Yeah, just try to work a bit. I like also people who have experience. You study law, you have a master's in something, you are a journalist. You're not applying what you studied. So you imagine you want to go to Canada to work in a law. They will say, no, you are a journalist because this practical experience you have is journalism. That's what also is really hard. This is the
reality of this country. Yeah. It's very hard to find a job according to what you have studied. That's why people want to leave.
But you can try to create it. You can make it. What did you study? Now we went to. I'm sorry that we have not much time for the program, but I want a bit. What did you study? Master's.
Master's degree. My master's degree is in business law.
Business law.
Yeah.
Business. It means you can defend.
Business law here in
Burundi. Not like a lawyer or like you can advocate or you can give counseling to business people, people owning companies. Yeah. But also, this is what we have the problem in Burundi, I understand. You might find a big company, they don't have a lawyer. Okay, they can have a consultant when they have a problem, but they don't have somebody who is there to tell them, hey guys, don't do this. If you do this, you have a problem because according to this.
Money. How can you pay him? It's a problem of money.
But money is there. No, money is about a mindset. They say we don't need. I've been talking a lot with companies here because I'm doing communication. I've been talking about like how much do you invest into communication, into marketing. They say, we don't need it. People, they know our product. I give an example. I say, do you know Coca-Cola? Even a born, like a 1-year kid, will probably know Coca-Cola, but they still invest in advertisement, in communication. Heineken, all these companies. Do you think it's because they think they're looking for new customers? People, they know them. But you guys, no one knows you. No one knows you, but you say people know. So it's mindset. Sir. I
wanna know, like. I was asking about the challenges that people are facing over there. Like you're telling us when you are living there legally, it's so nice, which means we are like concluding that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. So what does it take to get
be legal?
Yeah, to be legal.
It takes a lot of depression. It takes a lot of it takes a lot of many suicidal attempts. It takes a lot. And also it depends on people, like how strong also you are, how resilient you are to the situation. Because people, they just think it's just going abroad. But going abroad might be easier, though the visa is hard. But you saw Serbia, it was easier to arrive, though there were a lot of challenges on the route arriving there. But when you arrive, okay, now I'm in Germany, I'm in Belgium, that's not enough, it's not arriving. You have to go through the process of asylum. Because you just arrive there, you cannot just go to knock on the company and say, I have skills, I want to work with for you, pay me a visa to stay. Company, if you're not over-skilled, you're not an engineer, it's hard to be paid a visa for the country. So the only solution you have to have legal documents is to become a refugee. Become a refugee, it's a process. It's a process that takes a lot in terms of time, in terms of energy, in terms of state of mind. So if you're not strong, you likely have you can even suicide yourself. You know,
Brother Hussein, let me tell you, even to live in Burundi, it takes a lot of mental.
But at least sometimes you have the family here. There, sometimes you are alone. Sometimes because there people will not have time for you because everybody is busy. You are just yourself in a corner.
I want to ask him a question. We were talking about job, but let's talk about education abroad and medical.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. I think it's better there.
Yeah, health.
Yeah, it's better there, and also this like a healthcare and like education. All of these are possible also when you are legal. Do you think if you are illegal, you can have the minimum healthcare, especially in Belgium? They do that. You can have, if you are in the asylum process or you failed, you have negative. At least if you are sick, you're not going to die. Emergencies, they will take you there. But about education, you're not going to study. You are there, not being there. You understand? You cannot study. So all depends upon also you have documents. I always encourage people to go abroad with on the way like studying. You have a scholarship, or if you have like a sponsorship or whatever, because there are scholarships opens, and also maybe they look for like qualifications. You are qualified, you have a good project of the future because you have the motivation to apply for it. But about education, if you have legal documents, you can study, and the education is really good because if you have a degree from there, you can easily get a good job. And that's what I often tell people. But the majority of people who migrate there, then sometimes like the qualification, it's hard for them to pursue education because when they start working even these funny jobs, as you said, the money they get, if they convert them in Burundian money, they seize a lot. So after they cannot go to school, I mean, like, why do I go to school when I can already continue my job? So most of the job that you find they do is about working for the companies, like a handy job. They don't require a lot about brain, but it's about hands, and they get money. So, but then you have that job because you passed through all these paper things to be legal first to be there. But when you're illegal, it can be 4 years in a legal situation. 4 years.
And how do you live when you're in a legal situation?
You don't work, or if you work in black. That's what they call. But if the police just inspects, your boss might have a problem. Even you can be in close center and be deported or being sent, I don't know, God knows where. So it's a risk. They can work in black, but there's a lot of risk in there. And some of them, they don't work. They live in some organizations, like associations for solidarity that help people who are in illegal situation. They can still have medical care, but they can spend 4 years in total desolation and depression. Yeah, it happens sometimes. But I mean, 4 years, I've seen people who are in a process for 4 years, negative, apply, negative for 4 years. Or those who are in Dublin situation, I don't know if people who have been migrating in Europe, they know about Dublin, like 6 months before the Dublin finish, they prolong it, they extend it, 12 months, it becomes 2 years in the process. And then when the Dublin's finish, you start now the asylum process that may take maybe another 2 years. So it means if you make a total, you have been like in an illegal situation for 2 years, and now in asylum process, likely you can have a work permit, you can work for 2 years, but don't expect that to invest and to make your dream become true. So 4 years of process.
Well, we like to have more time, but we don't have the right to extend, because as they do say, time is not elastic, and we can't really scratch this time, and we got to finish this. And I just want to tell our viewers that at least they got something, that we got to make this place greener. It's really hard, but it's possible.
Yeah.
And where there are problems, that's where rise also solutions, and that we can do something great. So as those people also migrate to Africa and Burundi. That's my wish and that's my hope. And I want to thank our guest today for accepting our invitation. Thank you, Brother Hussein.
You're welcome, Patrick, and thank you for inviting me, by the way. And also meeting Kelly. I often follow you. I watch this program because most of the invitees, people you invite, I know them and they share a lot. So I always see Kelly. So finally, I'm here and see her. Yeah, I know you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, cool. And I want to also thank my host, Kelly. Thank you for participating in the show.
Thank you, Patrick. It's always a pleasure.
Awesome. So thank you, our viewers. See you next time. Stay connected with us.